Yo, what's good? It's your boy, HHoliest, coming at you with another My Hero Academia, the strongest hero video. Let's get into that shit.
Kage, no tell beat Kasame, never have breaks, no off days. Bitch, my drip hoe.
Look, boy, I'm a legend, but bound my presence. Don't test me, I'm ready. My drip like Hokage. See you and I, we both had nothing in common. I move like Kakashi, I do shit abroad.
There's a piece of content in the game that a lot of people glaze over. You know, you think about it, it's kind of straightforward, but there are some strategies in place to help you to breeze through it a little bit easier. Operation X. If you guys don't know what Operation X is, if you come into here, you go to solo, there's a little thing down here called Operation X, right? There's plenty of chapters for you. You get some pretty solid rewards when you complete them. I think they have a thing. So they have rewards that you get every time you finish a new chapter of Operation X, right? So you have the free to play reward and then you have the pay to play rewards, right? Obviously, this is my main account. This isn't my free to play account. So I do have these rewards on this side. So I believe it's worth it. You don't have to if you don't want to. I believe that it's worth it. You get a lot of hero coins here and a lot of support cards. You'll get a couple R&D tickets if you're free to play as you complete the different chapters of Operation X. So that's one set of the rewards. Before we go ahead and restart so I can show you guys the strategy, the in-game rewards while you're playing consist of these that you get from chests as you're walking around. You're able to find R&D tickets, recruit tickets, factor points, chip XP. There's loads of actual rewards as you're going through fighting. You actually get rewards as you fight the bosses as well, but you aren't able to see that here. But the bosses that you encounter also will give you rewards. So there are also a couple of people that will sell you things while you're in here. So they'll also sell you R&D tickets, shit to upgrade your gear, and food to level up your characters, as well as buffs to help you throughout the operations for a fraction of the hero coins. Normally, one of these tickets costs 250. It only costs 100 in the operations. So they do have some things in here that are sold at a discount, and there can be 2 or 3 of these shops while you're running through the operations. So you can go ahead and pick them up while you're in there if you want to. If not, then don't use your hero coins. I get it. Hero coins are real hard to come by. I get it. So if you want to, it's a discount. If not, don't. I understand. It's up to you. It's your gameplay. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your hero coins. I'm just here to let you know what's there. So let's say you're running through the Operation X, right? And you get to the boss and you already expended all of your tough characters, right? You've played through the whole thing. You're at that final stage. You just can't beat it because you don't have another strong character to use. You are able to reset it. Now, in order to reset your Operation X, you have to click data cleared. Okay, the little button down here at the bottom left. If you click data cleared, you'll get a little thing that lets you know that it'll erase your stage progression. That means you'll have to start from the beginning, but you will be able to come up with a better strategy as to how to use your characters in a way to where you can make sure that you win at the end, okay? All right, so you can reset it and then it'll start you from scratch. You'll still have all the rewards that you collected. You'll start from the beginning and you'll be able to use any hero that you may have expended the energy for. So I'm actually gonna run the harder one because if I run stage 1, then it'll be pointless because it'll be too easy for my team, right? So I'm gonna run the hardest one that I can, and I'm gonna explain to you guys my strategy, how I completed it to 100%, what kind of things I was looking for, because you have to explore a little bit, and why I decided to use who I used at which points. The first thing that you'll notice, what he has to say doesn't matter. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. There's something that you'll notice here is this circle is blue, okay? There's a few different color circles. You got the dark red circle. There are orange circles, which I'll show you when I get to them. This is the dark red is the bosses. The orange circles are difficult battles, and the blue circles are very easy battles, okay? For example, I wouldn't use my All Might on the blue one because I know my All Might would wash this shit, right? You only get 2 stamina per character while you're in Operation X, so you have to be careful with that while you're trying to go through it. Otherwise, you're gonna put yourself in a situation where you have to start over. So I'm not using All Might here. It says 46k BP, but because it's a blue one, and I feel like just about any of my characters could probably wash this shit up. We're gonna run it with one of my weaker characters. We'll run it with Tokiyami.
I beg your pardon?
We're running with Tokiyami, 15k BP difference, but the enemies that he gets are beatable, okay? And we're gonna run it on auto. So we're gonna let him auto it. This is to show you that he's gonna be able to do this even with a 15k BP difference. You don't have to use your strongest characters on the blue ones. You want to save them for later, and you want to save at least one energy on your strongest for the boss battle. Whoever you know is your strongest, you want to have them ready for the boss, okay? As you see, the boy Todoroki makes quick, pretty easy work of all these guys. So, you know, you would want to use your weakest characters on the blue circles. So Todoroki cleaned that shit up pretty easily. No issues, he didn't almost die. It was full auto. I didn't have to step in at all or do anything. I know you may not have Todoroki, but Midoriya would work just as well, okay? He'd work just as well. After you complete these stages, you'll have an option of 3 cards usually, based off the color. All right, so you get the blue ones are the weakest ones, the purple ones are the middle, and then the gold ones are the strongest cards that you can pull here. You wanna read these very carefully and decide which ones you want. I usually go for damage increase stuff. I usually want my people to do more damage, but if I already have a lot of them, sometimes I'll go for the more defensive ones, or if I'm having trouble surviving at a certain stage, I'll choose more defensive ones. So you really have to look at what situation you're in. If you're able to survive easily, go for DPS. If you're having trouble surviving, go for defense. Simple as that. So I'm gonna go for the more damage here, personally. So we get another blue one. So I'm gonna run it with Midoriya. It's gonna be a little slower because it's him, but he should still be able to get it done. Unless, I think this one might have the healers. This one might have chompers. So we'll see how it works. You also have to look at the strategy there. If there's chompers, you want to have characters that can either take out the chompers very quickly. So I don't know how Midoriya is gonna do when it comes to taking out the chompers, but we're gonna try him. It's blue, he should be fine. But I do want to show you guys that a free-to-play character like Denki or him should be able to take out this stage that's, again, about 13k higher BP than him. You should be able to run this up. Like I said, it'll probably take a little bit longer than it did Todoroki, because I don't think that Midoriya puts out as much damage as him, but it should still be fine. You should still be able to auto it, and it shouldn't be an issue for him at all. So as you can see, Midoriya did his thing, right? He took it into his own hands and he was able to beat it fully auto. Took him a little bit longer than Todoroki, but you know, this just goes to show on the blues, you don't have to use your strongest people. Just choose somebody, basically. For the blue ones, just choose somebody. All right, so then I don't think right now I get to see any of the chests because I collected them already. But while you're running Operation X, you want to run around and you want to look for chests. They will show up on the map, on your mini map when you're next to them. So just run around, make sure that you don't miss any chests because you do get things out of the chests. They'll be randomly around the maps. So like, I think when I was playing this map the first time, there was a chest like over here in this area somewhere. So just make sure that you're running around. Don't just look for these guys. Also look for the chest that could be anywhere. Don't think just because an area is blocked off that you're just never going to be able to go there. If an area is blocked off, you have to beat the stage first, and then that'll allow you entry to other areas. Just remember that as you're playing, look for the chests because they will give you rewards as well. So this one you can see is orange, which means this battle will be a little bit harder. So I usually try to choose one of my mid-level people when I get to an orange one. This stage will probably be fine. Let me see who I have. So you see the battle power is a little bit higher here. So I'll probably run it with, I think Aizawa would be a solid choice here. Aizawa, I have him leveled up pretty well. Most of his talents are pretty leveled up. I think he should be a good match here for this level, okay? So we're gonna run this up real quick with Aizawa and see how he does. He should be able to rinse them, but you know, my Aizawa isn't my powerhouse. He puts in damage, but he's not my powerhouse. So he should easily be able to take on an orange thing. Free to play, I believe that my Denki would also be fine here. I think that my Denki could take on these monsters. So if you're worried about, oh, you know, it's Aizawa, free to play people can get Aizawa. You'd have to have been lucky to get him free to play. I am very close to him on my alt, on my free to play account. I am close to him. So hopefully I'll be able to get him. If you guys haven't been there, we do stream on Fridays. We do free-to-play Fridays where I play on my free-to-play account, and I will help people in agency assessments on my main, basically until I run out of energy. So if you guys enjoy that, then let me know. I do that on Fridays. Stop through, come say what's up to your boy, ask me anything. I usually do ask me anything as well. So you can come through and ask me whatever you want to. We really just talking bullshit and stuff, you know, talk about anime, the game, the devs, you know, whatever we feel like talking about, we talk about. I don't feel like this stage was still that hard, right? Still pretty regular enemies as far as it goes. There was no chompers that were healing or anything. Pretty standard enemies, you know. So I think Midoriya could have done that one. I think Denki could have done it. There's a number of people to choose if you weren't lucky in summoning. So again, I'm gonna go with the higher damage. If you look at these, then they're good. If it's like one of those things I was talking about. If you're having trouble surviving, go for the defensive ones. This one, when HP is below 30%, I get a shield. For this one, I get 30% damage decrease. These are defensive. I want more damage. So then we come to a red one, which means there's a boss. You can see there's this big bitch guy, right?
What do you mean by that?
It's still really early in. I believe if we look at the percentage complete, it's gonna still show 100. I've only finished like 3 missions, right? I fought two blues and 1 orange. There can be so many more of these. At the beginning, it says I need 5 characters, which means there could be at least 10 things I have to fight. So you have to kind of think about it. Who should I use for a boss? There still could be potentially 7 more battles that I have to fight. Okay, potentially 7 more. Do I want to use my All Might already? It's still really early in. This is only the 4th battle. I'm not going to use my All Might yet. I'm going to go for my 2nd strongest character. Okay, I'm going to go for the 2nd most DPS heavy character here. Right, so it's not my Aizawa. It's my Todoroki.
Are you dead ass, Ed Bowie?
It's my Tokiyama, okay? It's my Tokiyama. So my Tokiyama should be able to clean up pretty well here against this big bitch. Okay, we already know his ability. He gets big as fuck, and he just stuns you a whole lot. So my Tokiyami is perfect for this. He puts out a whole bunch of damage. He has a lot of hyper armor. You know, he does a lot of AoE attacks. So he has 2 folks with him. He takes out the people that are with him already. The 2 people that were with him, gone. You see him anywhere? Nope. So it's really good to use Tokiyami when you have battles with chompers, when you have battles with AoE people. If you don't have Tokiyami, again, if you have Uraraka, he's awesome for AoE stages. Who else? Who's free to play? I'm trying to think. Sue is really good if you have her leveled up. There's a number of free to play units that you can use in these too. It's just hard for me to think of them off the top of my head. The Chomper spawned there, but yep, there he goes. We brought in the Chomper right there. So the Chomper's gonna get fucked up now that it's part of this entire shit, right? It's not gonna survive. It took the giant villain's health up a little bit, but it won't last long, right? You see the Chompers over there getting dogged. Yeah, so you see the Chompers are already dead. So they healed them up a little bit, but they died very quickly. So you wanna make sure you get those AoEs in there so you don't have to like spend time defense breaking the Chompers when they start trying to heal. I mean, honestly, that's kind of the basics for Operation X. I'll kind of summarize it up here. There's 3 different types of little rings. You got the blue ones, you got the orange ones, and you got the red ones, right? So the blue ones are super duper easy. You can use your weakest folks on them. They should be able to clean up shop. The orange ones, a little bit tougher. Use your middle characters on those, and then save your strongest characters for either the boss fights and save your strongest character for the final boss fight. You get to collect these cards in between matches. Every time you finish one of those stages, that will help you boost yourself. If you're having trouble surviving, defensive. If you're not, offensive. Always make sure that you're doing what's best for your characters, okay? Always check the shops. There could be something in there you want. They sell stamina in there sometimes for the cheap, bro. This shop had a little one of the candy, the big ones that give you 50 stamina. They had one of those big ones. You know how fast I bought that shit? So make sure you're checking the shops, run around the map, grab your chests. That's basically all I can tell y'all about Operation X. If you guys have any more questions about it, let me know in the comments. Y'all know I always respond to the comments. Y'all know I do. I'm gonna try my best, even with all this growth. You know, I'm getting hundreds of comments. It's tough to keep up and try to reply to everybody. but I do my best. I will keep doing my best to reply to anybody that comments on the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. If you did, make sure y'all leave a like, subscribe for more. It's been your boy Holiest. I'm out this bitch.